Hi everyone, welcome again to the Campus Faculty Network. This video is going to be really short. I'm just going to quickly walk you through the basics of using Campuswire so that you can become familiar with the platform and its functionality. So when you first log into Campuswire, this is what you'll see. These are the main tabs right here, and I'll just quickly go over each one. So for the first one, you have Home. This is most useful for our students because it shows them their upcoming classes, and they can also join from here. And then it also shows them the assignments that they have due and how much it's worth towards their final grade. The next tab, you have Notifications. This is where you'll find tons of notifications for classes about to start, if somebody commented on a feed post, and if you get tagged in a group DM. So you can also filter them up here if you just want to see specific notifications. And then the next tab, we have DMs. So this is where all of our internal communication happens. If you have to speak to me, to Kari, to Olivia, or to Kate, this is where you can message us. But I will say for more serious things like code of conduct violations or situations that may need a paper trail, I would suggest to email us, just because it's better that way. And then the next tab, we have calendar. So this is what students see as well. And here you'll be able to toggle which courses you want to see in the calendar. And then you'll also see the details in the calendar invites here. Let me just scroll back to a different time. Okay. So this is what a calendar invite looks like. It'll show you all the details, and then it'll have a link where you can join the lecture from this invite. Next, we have the search tab. So this is where you can search for all of the classes and groups that we have. Let's say you're looking for college success, you can just click onto it from here. And then it also shows you some groups. The next tab I actually won't click into. So this is the admin portal, but for you, it'll just say portal. This is where you'll submit your availability when asked. So there will be a module after this video on how to submit your availability, but I would keep an eye out for any emails that come your way, just because that's when we'll notify you when it's time to submit your availability. And then lastly, we have the tech help tab. So this is connected to our IT team, and this is when you maybe notice a bug or maybe you're having an issue with Campuswire. You can submit a ticket here, and then the IT team will get back to you. And then I want to jump into your personal settings. So if you click here on your name, you'll see the settings right here. And we do ask that you upload a profile picture just so that it's easy for our students to identify you. And then on your last name, you can also add whether you're an instructor or a teaching assistant. And then the next thing that we would like for you to toggle is the live room closed captions here. We do ask that you turn these on just because it'll be really helpful for your students who may be hard of hearing. And then we also ask that you turn on your live room noise cancellation. Everything else is preference. So if you want to toggle on notifications here, if you want to toggle them off, totally fine. You can do that all in your personal settings tab. And then next, these tabs right here are actually connected to the course that you pick. So for example, you are probably only in this class for now as a new hire. When you click into it, you can click group feed, and then of course, click into the different modules that we have. So typically group feed is where you and your students can post things. It's usually used for due date reminders, homework assignments, or even lecture recaps. Whatever you want to post, feel free to do so here. Students are also free to make a post or ask a question. And then the next tab is rooms. So this is where you'll host all of your lectures and where teaching assistants will host their discussion sections. And then under the files tab, this is where you can upload all of your lectures. So you'll upload them as a PDF, and then students will be able to see them if maybe they want to look back on a lecture or something. And then the next tab, we have assignments. So this is where all the assignments will be located. This is where you will edit them. And then for students, that's where they can take them. And then last, for settings, this is settings for the course itself. So I just want to remind you, this settings is a different button from your personal settings. We've had people change the profile pic to their course to their own face. If you'd like to do that, totally fine. But if that's not what you were intending to do, definitely just remember that the settings tab right here is in relation to the course that you're in versus your personal settings tab, which is right here. But yeah, I did just want to say that I briefly ran over all of these because you'll actually go through a more formal onboarding. So once you get placed in a course, you'll go through a more formal onboarding with either Olivia or Kate, where they'll explain the full process of setting up your course. But just wanted to give a brief high level overview so that you're fully equipped on how to use the basics of Campuswire. Of course, if you have any questions, I am open. You can either DM me or email me. I don't really have a preference, so if you want to try to get used to the platform, then I would suggest DMing me. That way you can figure out how to send one. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And again, I am free if you have any questions at all.